It's Bourbon Night. Hello, I'm Chad.
I'm Sarah, and this is us blind identifying 6 different expressions from Heaven Hill Distillery.
Now, this episode is not sponsored. We usually don't bring on a whole lot of sponsors onto the channel, but this episode is made possible by you all through Patreon and whiskyambitions.com. Those are the 2 best places to support us.
So thank you.
We'll talk about them later.
So you might be asking yourself, why are you doing it? Why are they doing this?
I want to drink these.
We found that blind tasting, blind identifying things like this is really helpful for exercising our palates, our noses, being able to keep those sharp in terms of guessing and identifying.
It's always fun to do this too because within these we have 5 different mash bills.
6 different expressions.
What we're dealing with here is the Heaven Hill package, which has 5 of their unique American whiskey styles. But Sarah, I noticed they're missing one, so I also went and grabbed some Mellow Corn.
Okay.
In here they have their wheat whiskey, their wheated bourbon, a vintage dated bourbon, which is Evan Williams single barrel, the small batch bourbon, which is just another rye, but those are both rye bourbons, but we'll see if we can identify them anyway. And then a rye whiskey, but then I was like, hey, there's no corn whiskey, also made by Heaven Hill. So boom.
Let's throw it in there.
Now I know they sell these in their gift shop, but we have seen them in stores, so run out and see if you can find this and then drink along with us and also get a bottle of Mellow Corn.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know how available those boxes are now that the Evan Williams single barrel is Kentucky only, so.
That's right.
I don't know, you might see
Might only be sold in Kentucky.
Right, or a box that looks different than that in the future.
So we got our glasses laid out here. They are in a random order, but we do have them lined up to where we're gonna be drinking the same expression at the same time. So let's just start with one. Let's see how we do.
Okay, this smells like it has rye in it.
It smells like a bourbon, yeah.
It smells like it has rye in it. If it's not a bourbon, it's a low rye.
And that's the tricky thing about these. The rye in here is a 51% rye, so very legal. The wheat whiskey is a 51% wheat whiskey, so barely wheat whiskey. This just smells like a bourbon. We do have 2 regular rye mash bill bourbons in here.
All right, I don't know. If that doesn't have rye in it, well, it tingles a little bit on the back of my tongue, which makes not so much concentrated up front with like sweet. It's more spicy, tingly towards the back, which makes me feel, again, with the rye. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be harder than I thought it was gonna be. Yeah.
We got some clues in the bourbons. The Evan Williams single barrel is 86.6 proof, while the Elijah Craig rye bourbon is 94. I don't feel like this is 86.6.
No.
So I'm leaning towards Elijah Craig, or it could be Larceny.
I'm gonna go with a rye bourbon, and I'm gonna come back after I've been able to taste some more of these. Number 2, a lot softer.
Yes, softer, for sure.
A little bit of sweetness, a little bit of, grains coming through, but not in a youthful way. It doesn't have the spice that the first one had.
It is a lot softer.
Very soft.
I wouldn't call it necessarily sweet. Some people think, wheat bourbon, they're sweet.
It's sweet.
Yeah, all bourbon's kind of sweet, right? All that corn. I feel like this is the Larceny. Could be the Bernheim Wheat Whiskey.
And the Larceny is 92 proof.
It is.
The Bernheim is 90 proof, but it has a 7-year age statement.
True.
I do feel like this could be wheated.
Just write me down wheat whiskey, please. Since you're taking the minutes.
Oh, you want just the wheat whiskey?
Wheat whiskey.
The Bernheim.
The Bernheim.
I'm torn, so I'm just gonna leave it there for now.
Number 3. Softer? It's softer also.
Head scratcher. I don't know. Okay.
Oh, this one's very soft.
Yeah. Is this the Bernheim?
I think I might be
this is the
revising
Bernheim.
And saying this is the Bernheim. Number 2
is the Larceny. I agree.
Yeah. It's gotta be, right?
I don't know.
Is it a soft 86.6 proof rye bourbon in the Evan Williams single barrel? I don't think so.
More grain cereal type of things, which makes me think wheat. More so than 2.
Yeah.
Well, I guarantee you we're gonna get to one of these and we'll be like, oh.
Yeah, we ran out of runway. Well, we're 3 in, got 3 more to go. This is a perfect time to hit pause and talk about what we talked about at the beginning of the episode. The best way to support us, that would be whiskyambitions.com. That's one of the ways where you can get t-shirts such as this one, hats, water glasses, all of the Glencairns that we're drinking from, but we also have Copitas and Rocks glasses, Bottle cut candles, our new week errands, and more always coming soon at whiskeyambitions.com.
And if you like barrel picks, you can get some barrel picks chosen by us at patreon.com/itsbourbonnight. You can join our community for as little as $1 a month, and that is where we mostly exclusively release our barrel picks. And sometimes that's the only place they ever come out.
That is true. And we'll be right back. 3 down, 3 to go. I don't know. I feel fairly
I think I need to
confident.
work. What I have learned about my blind tasting process recently is that I really need to work on my confidence. Like when I say things, I need to say them with force.
I'm not gonna get anything on the nose here, so I'm just gonna go in for the taste.
No, that has
Okay,
rye
that has
in it.
rye in it.
It's very light.
It's good.
It's pretty spicy.
Yeah.
Compared to where we just came from. Wow. I mean, a lot of people I think might be watching this and being like, this is silly. You should have picked things that had more differences between them from different distilleries, because how are you going to taste these subtle differences between everything made at the same distillery? I think that's actually a better baseline, because Heaven Hill has like a signature, I think, across all of their expressions.
Oh, yeah.
And so I think that
Definitely
gives
good.
us like an even baseline to work off of,
Yes.
because I can taste the
helpful.
rye. It's very helpful.
Yeah, it is.
That's a spicy meatball. And normally I don't think I would say that this is spicy, except for I think we just had 2 liters.
You don't so much get it on the nose. I mean, I get it more after drinking it, but on the palate, especially the finish, you're like, yeah, that's got some rye in it, but it's nice and easy. I think it's that lower proof. So put me down for Evan Williams single barrel, please.
Agree. I'm not trying to go with everything that you're saying, Chad, but I'm gonna go with Elijah Craig's small batch on the first one. So far, we're on the same page. So we're either both very right or we're both very wrong. And we should have gone in our different directions.
Yep.
Okay, number 5.
5. Johnny 5 is alive.
Now, so far I haven't been like, that's a corn whiskey, but I think this might be a corn whiskey.
That's a corn whiskey.
It smells like corn pops.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Corn pops.
Corn pops.
Or Cracker Jacks. Sort of has a Cracker Jack smell, too.
Right.
All right.
That has to be the Mellow Corn. There's no way that that's not the Mellow Corn.
That's Mellow Corn.
It tastes like liquid corn pops.
Oh, it tastes like Mellow Corn.
It tastes just like Mellow Corn. Okay, last one, which by process of elimination, this should be the Pikesville.
Hopefully it's the Pikesville.
If it's not the Pikesville, I gotta rethink my life decisions.
I really don't feel like we've had 110 proof yet. That's the thing about Pikesville. It's not the fact that it's a rye that makes it stand out, because it's, again, a barely legal 51% rye. It's the 110 proof versus the next highest is what,
it
94
should jump
proof?
out. Well, I think for me, if this doesn't taste like Pikesville, I'm gonna have to go back to number 1 again, because it was the first one that we tried, and number 4, because even though I don't think it's that high of proof, we said it was Evan Williams single barrel.
No
it
way.
was spicy. Smells like
Wheat
bourbon
whiskey.
to me.
Cherry?
I don't
Where'd
think that's
cherry-
the Pikesville.
Where'd cherry come from?
Oh no, I have got to reevaluate my decisions. 1, 4, and 6 is what I have. Man, 4 is hot.
4 is hot? 4? That's what we said was the Evan Williams single barrel, the lowest proof one.
I don't think so.
What? All
I
right,
don't know. I don't know.
Bringing 4 into the mix
Let me
now.
go. Let me do my process. You do you. Stay out of it. Stay on your side of the table.
Why did we do this?
This is the line. You stay over there.
Oh, jeez. I'm back on 1. Yeah, it's got a bourbon smell to it. But honestly, so does Pikesville. Yeah, that to me says more bourbon. But is it an older single barrel? Maybe that's why I'm getting it. There is a lot of oak on 1.
There is. And
Is
so
it a older single barrel? That's the thing. We don't have an age with this little vial of what the single barrel is.
I'm changing my answers, but I'm not going to tell you out loud, Chad. I'm going to tell you in a second when I have it written down.
Now I'm back on 4.
And then you would become this. All right. I have reevaluated my decisions, and would you like me to tell you what I think?
Well, before I know that, I'll just say 4 does have a surprisingly more amount of heat on the finish than what we had before.
Yeah. If you just gave that to me at a bar, I don't think I would be like, that's spicy. That's hot.
That's hot.
That's hot. You can't say that. No, is it still trademarked? I don't know. Was it ever? Was that just a rumor? I am questioning everything, but
yeah, I don't think
you know
6
what?
is.
I'm confident.
I don't think 6 is Pikesville now. I don't.
I don't. Don't look.
I haven't looked. So
why do you disagree with me?
Do you think 6 is Pikesville?
Do I?
Oh my god. All right. Without looking at yours.
Don't look at me.
I want to go 7. 6
is
Elijah Craig Small Batch.
Okay.
1 is Evan Williams Single Barrel. And 4 is Pikesville. Now, what did you do?
That's exactly what I did, Chad.
All right, we're gonna go in order.
Reminder,
it's reveal time.
We both separately, because you saw it, said Evan Williams Single Barrel on this one.
That's right.
We did not coach each other on these. We ended up at these conclusions.
Where we are. All right.
So if we're both wrong, then we're very wrong. We're so wrong.
Bernheim.
Wow.
Bernheim Wheat Whiskey.
Wow. So we got just bomb. No.
Crap.
That's a good way to start out.
I feel like we're gonna be wrong on all these now.
Have you been laughing this whole time, and are you now like, why do I watch this channel?
You won't try it. It's harder than it looks.
Okay, 2. Come on, 2.
2, which we thought is Larceny.
Well, now I think number 3 is the Larceny.
Maybe is
Evan Williams. Oh, wow, this is really bad.
Single Barrel.
Oh, this is really bad. This is really bad for us.
Up until 6, I was like, man, we are nailing this. We are nailing this.
At least I know I got Mellow Corn right.
Hopefully.
That is
so we already know we're
embarrassing.
wrong on 3 because we thought it was Bernheim Wheat Whiskey, which it's not. It's actually
the Larceny.
Okay. At least
we knew it was wheat.
At least wheat is
At least
in there.
we got that.
That's a little
so
saving
also wrong.
grace.
Wow.
Now 4 was the change. 4, we ended up both saying that it's Pikesville. Please be Pikesville. It's Pikesville.
God.
But how embarrassing when people are watching it when we went to 4 and we're like, it's the lowest proof one and it's the highest proof one.
I never said that it was the highest.
At least we came around.
I mean, I did agree that I thought it was Evan Williams Single Barrel, but
now 5.
This has got to be Mellow Corn.
We said
There's
Mellow
no
Corn.
world in which it's Mellow Corn. It's Mellow Corn.
Thank God.
Which means that 6 is Elijah Craig Small Batch.
All right, 50%.
Oh, that's a failing grade, Chad.
We'll call it passing.
No, that's a fail. He just marks them right. A+.
A+.
And a sticker.
Plus.
I would like a sticker. So that was hard. There are subtle differences.
Well, let's look at what we got wrong. Evan Williams Single Barrel, the Larceny, and the Bernheim. So the wheat whiskey in the Bernheim and the Larceny wheated bourbon, I can see.
I could see us getting the Larceny and the Bernheim flip-flopped. If that was the only mistake we made, I would be like, I'll give it to us because at least we got that it's wheat. The Evan Williams Single Barrel really threw me for a loop.
Yeah, I should have stuck with the original guess of Elijah Craig because at least it's a rye bourbon, like the Evan Williams Single Barrel.
Yeah, but then you would have been wrong on number 6.
It's true.
You just would have traded one wrong for another.
Yeah, it's true. But that's where we gotta leave it. Hey folks, if you haven't subscribed to us already, you can do so by clicking right up here. There's suggestions of, I love how you always point over there. There's suggestions of other videos down here. It's in the middle of us. And we'll see you over there in one of those. Thanks, Sarah.
Thanks, Chad, for nothing.
Till next time. Drink more bourbon.